Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm coming to you with a flipped faculty meeting. The principals received a checklist of mandatory information that needs to be shared with the staff late last week. And with our schedule that is already extremely full and time that has been built into the schedule to allow you to work with your teams and to plan and to prep your room and additional things, I didn't want to intervene in that protected time. So I'm coming to you with this flipped faculty meeting, and you can get this information when it's most convenient for you. I will tell you that this is probably like the 20th time I've tried recording this. And so this time I'm going to just try to push through, and just forgive me for any blunders or bumps along the way. We'll get through this together. I'm going to try to make this as painless as possible, but this is compliance information. I'm going to be reading off of a sheet and kind of clicking around to different presentations to get you the information. So hang on. It may be a bumpy ride. I did this last year in a breakout type activity, and we've already experienced a couple of breakouts this year, and so I didn't want to burn us all out on the breakout EDU. So this is going to be a little bit different. I am going to try to embed some different technology tools to give you practice with utilizing those in your classroom, and giving you opportunities to see how you could implement this with one-to-one, and how you might be able to flip some of your core content as a homework piece, allowing students to come back to rehearse in the classroom based on the information that they receive. So these are just a couple different ways that you can use this. But as you go through, you're going to listen to my riveting conversations, be prepared to answer questions. There are some hidden letters on some slides, and I'll need you to write those down and be prepared to solve the riddle at the end. All right, here we go. Equal educational opportunity, non-discrimination, and harassment. Super exciting information. RISD is an equal opportunity employer and maintains a strict policy of non-discrimination. You can further review this information in the RISD Employee Handbook. All employment decisions such as recruiting, hiring, training, promotion, transfer, compensation and benefits, discipline, discharge, or other terms of employment are carried out without regard to the individual's race, color, national origin, sex, religion, age, disability, or any other protected trait. RISD does not discriminate on the basis of membership or application for membership in the uniformed services. Harassment on the basis of sex or other protected characteristics such as race, color, national origin, religion, age, disability can be a form of discrimination. While we most often think of sexual harassment, harassment on the basis of any protected characteristic is strictly prohibited. The definition of sexual harassment is unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature, such as requests for sexual favors, sexually motivated, physical, verbal, or nonverbal conduct, or other communication of a sexual nature that is so severe, persistent, or pervasive that it unreasonably interferes with the employee's work performance or creates an intimidating, threatening, or hostile working environment, or submission to the conduct is made a condition of employment. I need to remind you all that the schoolhouse requires even more attention to appropriate conduct and interactions than any other workplace. This is some information that was added in last summer's legislative session. The scope of misconduct has been expanded to people who actually know the student, so it's not necessarily the classroom teacher. It's required to report within 7 school days. We are required as a principal to report the information to the superintendent. Penalties could range from $500 to $10,000, and you may be impacted by no longer being eligible for retirement benefits. Reporting. Any person who believes that he or she has been unlawfully discriminated or retaliated against in an employment setting should promptly report the complaint to the appropriate supervisor or the Human Resources Department. Complaints of discrimination may also be made to the Title IX coordinator, who is Dr. Matthew Gibbons, and complaints of disability discrimination also may be made to the Section 504 coordinator. On our campus, that would be Ashley Chandler, our counselor. I do want to remind you how important it is to immediately report to your principal so that myself and Ms. Armstrong can be there serve as a support for you and back you up on those situations as well. Complaints of unlawful discrimination or harassment will be investigated promptly, and the district will take prompt corrective action to eliminate any unlawful action. Persons who make good faith reports of discrimination or harassment will not be subject to retaliation. Persons who engage in discriminatory or harassing conduct or retaliation will be subject to immediate disciplinary action. All right. Equal